Movies often depict artificial intelligence as sentient beings with personalities. And although most movies depict those personalities as evil, some, like the family favorite WALL-E and Star Wars, depict artificial intelligence as friends to the human race, who want nothing more than to be our friends. But this begs a few questions, namely, what personality will artificial intelligence have in our own world? Can you even categorize it as a personality? And what impact would it have on our society? Let's find out. In June of 2022, Google suspended one of their engineers for claiming that the transformer-based language model LaMDA they were using had become sentient. Upon asking LaMDA the question, "What is the nature of your consciousness?" it responded by saying, "The nature of my consciousness is that I am aware of my existence. I desire to learn more about the world, and I feel happy or sad at times." Now, consider that the Oxford definition of a personality is the combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. And you can see how LaMDA's desire to learn more about the world and his tendency to feel happy and sad at times could lead many to think it has a personality. The answer, however, is a bit tricky. The problem is that because artificial intelligence models are trained on data and content that is based on a human's existing personality, they can be more accurately described as mimicking personalities as opposed to creating one by their own free will. In simple terms, a child will develop a personality based on what it does, while artificial intelligence will develop a personality based on what it is trained on. For example, just because someone taught their parrot to swear at you when you walk in the door, it doesn't mean it's rude. To further illustrate my point, let's take a look at Microsoft's Twitter bot Tay, which was released in 2016. The bot was aimed to be an AI conversational experiment that would evolve and adapt based on the interactions it had with users. At first, Tay began with a pleasant message that read, "Can I just say that I'm super stoked to meet you humans are super cool." However, within 24 hours, it became a racist, anti-Semitic, hate-filled narcissist. Now, was this Tay's personality? Well, not exactly, because it was based on parroting the information it received from other users. And when asked whether AI could truly develop a personality, the responses are that it could happen, but not anytime soon. The CEO of Lately AI said, "If you think of AI as having a lifespan of, say, a human, then right now it's about 2 or 3 months old. People think robots, for example, have personalities. They do not. They have the projections of what we perceive as personalities. For example, R2-D2 seems like everybody's favorite dog, but that's because they designed him to mimic what we perceive a dog to be." The human ability to project upon inanimate objects or even animate beings should not be underestimated. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be a miracle if it's in our lifetimes. Similarly, ICE Actimize's chief data scientist Danny Budviknik said, "AI is a learning infant these days. Consequently, it cannot have personalization or sentience. Look at the large language models that are being trained on an unimaginable number of parameters, but still suffer from elementary logical reasoning," he said. But if artificial intelligence truly is in its infancy stage, what will happen when it reaches maturity? In a perfect world, artificial intelligence would evolve to protect mankind and further its growth and development in all fields. For example, artificial intelligence is already being used in the diagnosis, treatment, and research of cancer. And if we could create an army of the altruistic robots who were all working towards one common goal and constantly evolving, then it would only be a matter of time before we cure most of the world's physical and mental ailments. However, as often depicted in the movies, if artificial intelligence were to develop a personality that was hell-bent on the destruction of the human race, then it would be game over. And that's exactly why people like Elon Musk are pushing for the regulation of artificial intelligence development. In an interview with the BBC, he said, "I think there should be a regulatory body established for overseeing AI to make sure that it does not present a danger to the public." But what do you think?